Welcome back, guys. El Fuego here for wowpetbattle.com. Back by popular demand, it's our power leveling series, this time for WOD. So the first thing you want to do is open up your key bindings and then go to targeting and scroll down till you see interact with target and set it to your F1 key. That way you can run around spamming F1 once you've targeted something, not having to worry about clicking. From there, you want to make sure that you have your hat, your pet treat, and your lesser pet treat. All of them combined together will give you 85% additional experience for all of the fights with your pets that you're going to level. From there, you want to make sure you have the proper add-ons. The only two that I really use are Pet Battle Master and Pet Journal Enhanced. Pet Battle Master is the one that most people are looking for. That's the one that has the 3 little squares at the bottom that show you the cooldowns on your opponent's abilities. It also allows you to save up to 3 pets per configured team for each additional trader or pet teams that you want to create. That way you don't have to constantly go through your list and recreate them. You can just set them and save them. Now that we have all the add-ons up and our clock ticking on our debuffs, it's time to get to work. Up next, it's Gargra, the 2-pet strategy to level a 3rd. Once we're done with her, I'll show you the route and the pet team you'll need to defeat the surrounding pets to power level them quickly. He's going to start the round with Prowl, amplifying his damage, so we're going to see if we can knock him out here with Zap. There's going to be a lot of incoming damage, so we're going to hold on that Heartbreak for now and just start with the Tantrum. Tantrum's going to continue for 3 rounds. In the meantime, we're just going to take the damage to the face here until it's over and we have an opportunity to switch it out. Even though the mechanical racial's been activated, we're still going to get 1 more round out of that Tantrum. With 1 dog down and 2 to go, we're going to try again for that knockout with Zap. Well, we didn't get any love with the Zap. Sometimes it'll stun them for a round. And that being the end of OLXT, this is going to be our pet switch. It's pretty safe to swap the pets here, considering they start the round with that speed switch followed by dodge, so you can take that opportunity to switch the pet into battle. He doesn't necessarily have to do anything, he just has to move in for a round, as you just saw. We have a big enough life total to begin Quake. That way we're going to soften up the 3rd pet just a little bit more and finish out this one that's in front of us here before our mechanical racial gets activated. So here with the start of the 3rd pet, he's going to open with his Howl. That's going to increase damage onto our Reaver, but it doesn't really matter as he's towards the end of his life anyway with his mechanical racial about to be activated. So we're just going to kind of move in and get some damage ticking on him with this Fell Flame. Fell Flame not only does damage on the initial cast, but it also ticks at the end of that round when it's been applied, as you just saw. So we're going to get a little more damage out of Fell Flame as we bring little XT back into the mix here. Even though he's faster and attacks first, with that little last tick of the Fell Flame, he gets owned! And in a 2-minute fight, we've gone from level 1 to level 14. Utilizing the trainer to jump half the levels, this process is not going to take that long at all from here. Now it's just a matter of finding the pets to fight. Once you exit her cave, you're going to turn right and begin to head south and move in a clockwise circular motion around this Close Encounters of the 3rd Kind Devil's Tower thing she has happening. Also, keep in mind that the footage has been sped up to 4 times its normal length for saving of time, just so you guys get kind of an idea of what it is we're trying to achieve out here without actually having to sit through the entire process. The fastest, longest lasting team that I found for this area were the Jade Crane Chick and the Kunlai Runt. The reason I liked the Crane Jade Chick so much is that it has Thrash, which is strong against critters. She has Jade Skin, which lowers the damage incoming, and Cyclone in the event that you have 2 flyers in the background. And the reason I chose the Kunlai Runt was the fact that he had Thrash. You could Frost Shock things as well, unless you want to put a bleed, that's completely up to you. And he has Rampage, which is also strong against critters. In addition to that, he's humanoid, so he heals himself. If you have a level 2 Garrison, your revive battle pets will come down from 8 minutes to 4 minutes. So it really, really helps out and makes this process not very painful at all. A lot of the time when I build a strategy, the first thing I look at, of course, is the racial per racial. Like undeads, have a strength against humanoids, and etc., etc. But the second thing I look at is not only what racial that pet might have, but more importantly, what attacks my opponent has and what it's weak against. The only exception to that rule is if I have some type of battle tactic or trick that I can use, like if something's strong against the undead, but I can use the Unborn Valkyr's Unholy Ascension to amplify the damage that she'd be doing in an instance like that. It's the other reason that I chose the Kunlai Runt. I know some people are running around these areas using mechanicals, but the Runt is not only humanoid and heals himself, but he also is strong against these critters here, as you can see by the down arrows in the add-on showing you that they are not hitting him for anywhere near as strong as they would be, let's say, another creature. I was also really surprised at how well the Jade Crane Chick did here. It was a pet that I didn't use too much at all in Pandaria, but seems to shine very strongly out here against these pets. Not only that, but she has that mitigation with the shielding that she has, and a lot of the time she'll strike 3 times and take a rat or one of those roaches from full health down to under a quarter in just a single swipe. A lot like how the crows use the combination of darkness and nocturnal strike in the previous video, power leveling in Pandaria 5.4. Hopefully you've power leveled your garrison up to level 2, so you have the revive battle pet cut in half, so from 8 minutes down now to 4, as this chick and the Kunlai Runt will last easily into 2 or 3, maybe even 4 fights before you have to reload them. And this is where keybinding your interact with target to F1 really comes in handy. That way, as you're mounted, you can just spam the hell out of F1 while trying to find a place suitable to pet battle. When you're near these black rocks, the best thing to do is to actually get up onto the rocks. If you approach from the other side, it'll tell you that the battle area is not usable. The other great thing about this process is that these all count towards your 500 Draenor battles, which is the achievement required to unlock the level 3 garrison. So at this point, or even a little bit before, somewhere around level 18, 19, and 20, you can actually start to utilize the pet that you're power leveling to even assist against these battle pets. So your pets that you've decided to use don't take as much damage and don't need as much healing, and you can move forward quickly. But like I said, if your garrison is at least level 2, then every 4 minutes versus every 8, you can bandage and repair them. So that's a bonus. I had about 400 bandages in my bags at the time until I found out that with the level 2 garrison it gets cut in half, so I wasn't using bandages half as nearly as much, and that was great for bag space. So as you can see, just one complete circuit around this Devil's Tower has made our pet level 23 or so, and there's not much really more to go before he bottoms out at 25. Hopefully you didn't disable the note feature here on the video and you're able to click some of these links. We have links to not only other power leveling segments but other actual individual trainers and the scrapping dailies available to watch as well, the tutorial guides on them. And the next leveling guide takes place in Talador, the south side of Auchendown, around 4178, near that Flight Master Belados. So if you'd like, you can head on over to Down and face off Terraloon to finish power leveling him out to 25, or you can sit here and finish the last few battles to make him 25. This expansion, I think Blizz did a really good job on the availability of pets in packs. All during the MOP era, you had to go to certain areas like this in order to find pets to power level off of, whereas in this arena, in each different area, there seems to be a availability of pets much more densely than there were in MOP. And with this last fight turning our pet to 25, there's not much else we can do in this popsicle stand. It's time to move on to Talador. Be on the lookout for version 2 that takes you over to Talador in Down. Check our channel for updates. We're always creating new content. I'm El Fuego for wowpetbattle.com.